Donald Trump, the petty king, he was talking about John McCain's funeral. And he said, much like his wars, it never ended.
When you create a Mount Rushmore of petty, 50 Cent and Trump are definitely up there.
Yo, they're both from Queens, you know? Is Queens petty?
Oh, man. Well, yes. Yes, Queens is definitely petty.
There's another upcoming rematch coming up because, you know, your boy, President Biden, said he's running for election in 2024. He finally said it yesterday, I think. He said it this week. He announced, I'm circling the block, man. I'm going for another one. You know, I don't care if I'm 81 years old. I don't care if my approval rating is the lowest it's ever been. I'm going back for more.
Listen, you got to give the man credit. He's got no quit in him. He's got no quit in him. I don't know if he's going to be running. He'll definitely be walking to the polls and things like that. But he will get there one way or another. And it seems like he's also going to be with Kamala. He's keeping her by his side.
Yeah, I was the first person I heard to tell Joe Biden publicly, like, don't do it, don't run. And I kind of figured he wasn't going to listen to me, but I don't know, man. This is really kind of depressing. Like, because it's just like there's no good outcome, in my opinion, if he continues to run for the Democrat side. And then we have, you know, Trump probably going to win on the Republican end, depending on, I guess, his freedom. Mm-hmm. But who wants that type of rematch? You're going to have, what, a 79-year-old versus, what, an 82-year-old? I don't even know their ages, but they're both old as fuck.
They're both up there. I mean, listen, right now, obviously for the Democrats, it's going to be Biden, unfortunately. I don't think we have anyone that's going to try to test him or try to run against him. That would be, unprecedented for the party to support a different person other than the sitting president. But the Republicans, they've got a pretty full field already. Trump, who you mentioned, we've got Nikki Haley, who... you know, she's been kind of successful in getting people fired, which we'll talk about later. We've got somebody, Vivek Ramaswamy.
He was the one who got him fired, man.
We've also got Larry Elder. There's a bunch of random people that have said, hey, I want to run for president.
Tiny D, who Disney is suing. I don't know. Everybody's getting sued. Everyone's going to jail on the Republican side. I don't think any of these people, you know, will be president. I think Biden's dead body or lifeless body is going to win. But who knows, man? We're in a sad, sad space in America.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about Trump getting indicted here in New York. But, you know, I was like wondering, what about like the election, him trying to get those extra votes in Georgia, you know? And hey, they're saying, you know, Fulton County DA, they're saying, shit, don't be surprised if, you know, possible criminal indictments come between July 11th and September 1st. They put a time frame on it.
That's a crazy time frame, too.
It's going to be a hot summer, Trump.
We're specifically going to be ready in this window. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. That's what they said.
That's nuts, yo. So if he gets another indictment like in this summer, on top of the New York one, on top of campaigning, like, how the fuck could he do all that? Like, how could he fight those cases and campaign for president at the same time?
You know, I think we learned when he got elected the last time back in 2016 not to go against him and doubt him because this man will defy the odds. So I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know, like, where these indictments are going to end up, when it expects to go to trial. Like the timeline for all this stuff is going to be really entertaining over the course of the next year and a half. That's all I can say. I'm excited to see what the outcome is, either one way or another, because to be honest, I don't think he's going to be found guilty of anything. And if he is, he's going to get pardoned by Biden. Like there's going to be some sort of loophole that they find for an ex-president.
Yeah, man. Trump's got a lot of shit going on. You know, he's also selling a book called Letters to Trump, which, you know, features a bunch of letters from a bunch of famous people who sent letters to Donald Trump. Oprah's one of them. But in the new book, he says he takes some shots at John McCain. You know, R.I.P. John McCain, Senator John McCain. You know, they had beef stemming from when Trump first started running for office. I think back in 2015, McCain said like he's uneducated or on some topics, and that's when Trump said he's not a war hero and that he preferred people who weren't captured.
R.I.P. to John McCain.
Yes, but in this new book, man, he was talking about John McCain's funeral, and he said much like his wars, it never ended. Is Donald Trump the petty king, bro? Like,
well, listen, I think that when you create a Mount Rushmore of petty, 50 Cent and Trump are definitely up there. I don't know who the other two are off the top of my head, but it's definitely got to be those two, for sure.
Yo, they're both from Queens, Is
they?
Queens petty?
Oh, man. Yes. Yes, Queens is definitely petty. I mean, look at Nas with Ether. Like, that was... He had some bars for Jay in it. It was not all true, and it was fire, and it was on a shitty beat. So I think that Trump is a mess. You know how much this book is going for, though? That's the part.
$95, bro.
$95 for a hardcover version of this book.
Yo, man, he's getting his money. Trump has always been about his money. That is for sure.
That's a fact. That is
so, and his fans, his supporters, they're going to spend that money. They're in love with this man no matter what happens.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him still taking shots? Even though John McCain is dead, like in his book, do you think that that's justified? Like, if you have a problem with someone, does the beef end when they pass away?
I mean, it depending on what the beef is.
Okay.
Like, I think that if it was an instance where they had really gone head to head over a lot of different things, maybe it doesn't end. But I feel like they kind of argued because John McCain thought that Trump was bad for the Republican Party. And I don't know if their relationship went really any farther than that, but from what I can see in the public light, it didn't really. And Trump, he takes everything personal, though.
Yeah.
So I just think, you got to let people rest in peace. He's been dead for what, a handful of years now, 4 years or something like that, a while. Just let it go. Let it go.
But hey, he needs to sell books, so he's gonna get his shit off.
Yeah.
I will say, I did laugh at the headline. I'm like, damn, he never stops. He never forgets.
Really, he was really like, longest funeral ever, 11 days. It was only half that time, but still, that's pretty long.
Yeah,
that's a long funeral.
His numbers are always inflated.
Yeah.
You can't trust that guy, but you can trust him for some good headlines.
Mm-hmm.
But who you got in the rematch if they do go head to head again?
If Trump makes it out clean, like he makes it out of this whole Georgia, New York, Stormy Daniels misuse of funds, lying about election fraud, like if he gets through all of this, not guilty, I'm going Trump.
Oh, man.
I'm not. When I say I'm going Trump, I'm not voting for him. I'm just saying I think that he will win.
Okay. Because I'm going to clip that up and it's going to be, I'm going Trump.
I know. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
MAGA hat on you and everything, bro.
Listen, I think Biden is so old. People don't like him. Like, it's going to be hard to prove some of the things that he wanted to do over the last few years. I think he's done some good stuff, but it's not like we're going to see the impact and effect for people for a while. And everybody loves to ride on the coattails of what the economy is doing when they vote.
Yeah. We'll see, man. It's a long ways away, and he has a lot of cases to fight.
Yeah.
I'm sad that Biden chose to run again, but I'm not surprised. Hopefully, I don't even care. I'm not that invested in it, honestly. I just know
it's too soon. It's too soon. Like, I feel like next spring, next summer, we'll really be getting into it. Like, it's going to be full blown election time. People are on the campaign trail. Primaries are getting started. Like, it'll be a little bit of a different setting and feeling then. Yeah,
we'll see. And, we're going to be following this very closely throughout. So, come here every week, guys, every Wednesday night.
That's
and
right.
We'll keep you posted on this whole fucking 2024 election. Oh my God, it's going to be exhausting. It's going to be a lot, man. It's already a lot. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
All
like
the apps, all the apps. We're everywhere. We are
everywhere.
everywhere.